All right. What's up, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy C for 3. You already know I do this basketball and astrology and motion, always moving. You know what I'm saying? And I'm back with another video real quick. Talk about the new moon in Pisces going on 3/18/26. Really, it's gonna be on the 19th tomorrow, but today's the 18th. I'm gonna talk about it. But yeah, new moon in Pisces. Hope y'all been doing good. You know, it's been a long, drawn out Pisces season. Just like all water signs, right? I feel like it could take a long time to get through them, right? Shout out to my Cancer people, and shout out to my Pisces and Scorpio people out there. They live this life, they live this battle, so that's definitely a part of it, um, going through these cycles, But hope y'all been good, I got the blue on, representing the water signs, representing the water cycle that we've been in, and yeah, like I said, it's been a long Pisces season. A lot of ups, a lot of downs. A lot of people have been going through a lot of emotions, the war has been going on out there in Iran, the Iran war, things like that. Even dealing with that Pisces energy. Pisces energy could bring nostalgia, things from the past. Speaking of the Iran war, you could be speaking of the Desert Storm War, World War I, II. People say World War III. As soon as you bring up the energy World War, you start thinking about all the wars in the world. But that's the thing about water signs, it dives you back in that ocean, back in that birth canal, back in the waters of life to relive some stuff, So that's what it is for Pisces season. But it's a new moon, so what's new with all that in Pisces season, Because Pisces season is about to be over, in like literally 2 to 3 more days. Shout out to the spring equinox. Shout out to Pisces, shout out to Pisces energy. Shout out to Aries energy and Pisces, but shout out to Aries energy. Getting ready to wrap Pisces season up, bring in some fire, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I got my lighter, but bring in some fire. I'm a fire sign, so it's gonna be feeling good. Let me get back a little bit more active out here, get fiery. It's been a tough winter for me, man. I'm ready to get the sun back going, and get back out and at it out here, So, with that being said, what's new? What's new in people's lives? Pisces season ending up. It's a good time to ask yourself, what do you want to have new going on for spring season, which is a good time for something new. Aries is a cardinal sign when it gets here, so that's new. So Pisces season, you can reflect all March basically, all February, the end of February, all March basically, and ask yourself, what have I learned since the lunar eclipse we had too in March on 3/3? What have I learned? What can I reflect on? What things can go better for me this March, how can I tap into my spiritual side with it being Pisces, right? How can I tap into the more emotional side of things, right? And not to say you got to be overly mushy or crying about it, but emotional, such as for example, I'm a basketball coach, so I could tap into the emotional side of basketball. Sometimes it's an emotional sport, and I could tell my players, calm down, relax. It's a long game. It's the ebbs and flows of the game, ebbs and flows of life. So how to ride the emotions in a positive way, how to ride the emotional wave, things like that. What's new for me? I also have new basketball clients, new business coming in, so that's new for me personally. New basketball shoes are going nicely, making buckets, always good with that. So new emotional recess for me, man. I guess this year I'm just trying to see how I can move smarter with business, be more consistent, even tap into my spirituality a little deeper. I've been doing this for a while, so even I understand the seasons and not to be stagnant and keep moving. Pisces being a mutable sign anyways, mutable is the signs that move the most because they go up to down, left to right, highs and lows. So shout out to Gemini, Pisces, and Virgo people, and Sagittarius people. They understand the movement of life. They can always be seen doing this endeavor, that endeavor, and this endeavor, right? Multifaceted, mutable, multiple. That's my viewpoint on mutable signs. So Pisces season, it could be a time, what's new? Which one of these dreams that you want to start? Which one of these jobs do you want to start? If you're somebody that's maybe battling a religion you want to be in, a denomination you want to go a video game you want to buy, right? I look at video games a little bit in the realm of Pisces, because Pisces deal with fantasy. A lot of video games are fantasy world, GTA, you know, Mario Galaxy, things like this, Pokemon. These are fantasy worlds. So, you know, with that being said, what new dream do you want to live, right? What new video game do you want to play? If you're a gamer out there, right? What new dream job do you want to have? So Pisces season, for those who know deeper astrology, can also bring many choices. And this new moon is asking which path do we want to go, you know, which is good for this new moon in Pisces, especially ending up, because it's been a long Pisces season. So it's time to kind of pick a dream, and then Aries season to be the season to take action forward, right? Aries is going to be like, let's go, let's get it, let's flame on. Man, let's really, I know I got to do it. I know I gotta do it. Let's flame on. Let's flame on. You feel me? Let's flame on out here. Every season wants you to go after that goal. It wants you to get out at it. Out here in New England, trust me, it's gonna get hot all of a sudden. You know, probably not hot. I'm from the south, so it won't be hot, but it'll be warmer, and we need that. It's been snowing out here. It's been stagnant. My skin, my complexion, everything. I need the sun, right? I'm a fire sign, and I'm a summer baby, and I like to work outside. So what's new is me trying to set my mindset to get ready for the sun, and realize it's been a cold, hard winter, dead winter, dry winter. It's been you know. So you know, new moon is bringing that today and tomorrow. You can feel it, because the moon is in Pisces now, but based on degrees, you know, it's going to get there, you know. And another thing based on the degrees of this moon is new moon in Pisces and then the anaretic degree. For those who know deeper astrology, the anaretic degree is at 28 degrees. It's the last degree, 28, 29, the last degrees of a zodiac sign before you go to the next sign, which will be 0 degrees, 1 degrees, Aries. So this moon in Pisces, this new moon in Pisces can be heavy, heavy, heavy for people, you know. Some people who might have been lazy all year, dreaming about this dream job, and dreaming about this dream relationship, or whatever the case may be, dream car, dream book they want to write, dream movie they want to write, dream whatever, right? This Pisces, this last couple days of Pisces with the new moon there is going to ask you, do you really want to start this newness up? Because Aries is going to already push people there if you're ready, right? Do you really want to start this, or are you going to let this just die off into the illusion realm and not come back and visit this until maybe Cancer season? And that'll be a whole other story with Jupiter there, as y'all saw. Go watch my last video on Jupiter. But, you know what I'm saying? You know, this is it for a lot of people. You know, all the spiritual practices people been talking about, I'm gonna get in shape for the new year. I'm gonna get my basketball game right for the new year. I'm gonna run a mile. I'm gonna start writing a book. I'm gonna do better at my job at this, right? I'm a coulda, woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? So, you know, with the anaretic degree, it's putting that late degree pressure on it, you know. Some people's gonna feel like they have to do something. Me, myself, I feel it coming. Like, I have to start being more consistent with these videos, for example, because this is a spiritual outlook. I reach out to people. This is the spiritual world runs the physical world, and I know that. So I feel like if I want to keep generating more positivity in the physical reality that I can see, touch, feel, and smell, things like that, I have to keep generating the spiritual world and tell people like you guys on YouTube and all my other clients that I have through other social media apps, you know, and even my basketball clients, right? To be honest, I tell my basketball players that basketball is mental. You know, the more you stay confident on the court, you know what I'm saying, you will become a better player. But you have to believe in yourself first before a coach, the players, everybody else. Like, I can believe in people all I want. I can believe in my astrology clients also. I can believe in all the readings I do for people and everything, and try to help them vibe high and give them insights on astrology. And maybe if you're a Pisces, you should be in the nursing field and do blah, 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 for example. But if the person doesn't take action, a la the next sign coming, Aries, and if they don't have faith, and if they don't move the correct way off the spiritual realm, it's not going to culminate full circle into what it should be completed, right? So that's something that this new moon in Pisces, but end of Pisces, is asking you, you know. What did you learn this March? You know, what did you learn since February? How was your feelings during the Iran war? What would you do? So what direction do you want to take? You know, analytic degree makes something happen kind of based on the degree that it is. I have my moon personally in an analytic degree, and I feel like whenever I get emotional about things or I feel moody, a lot of people don't like the word emotion. So if you feel moody, something's off, you know, you feel like you're switching. This is why the moon exists, and the summation of emotions and moon emotions, because the moon is full, quarter, crescent, waning, waxing, new. And that's just like our emotions: angry, sad, joyous. Some people be jealous. You know, some people be ecstatic. You got so many words to describe it. You know, humble. You know, so that's a good correlation. You know, use these last couple days to really, like I tell you guys, journal, write something down, take stock of how you feeling during this new moon and where you want to go. I talk to a lot of people who trying to find a purpose in 2026, new jobs in 2026, you know, new relationships in 2026, you know. And 2026 will be your first. And that's a whole nother thing, you know. And even if you want to say what's new, the Venezuela baseball team beat USA. That's new, right? The Supersonics coming back to the NBA. That's new. Las Vegas gonna have a team. That's new. Those are all separate videos I could make, but what's new? All the new news we're hearing right before we get to the new Cardinal Aries season, you know? So, remember also, you know, also, before I get out of here, I'm not going to make this one super long, but we have 6 planets in Pisces right now. So it can be heavy thinking about my dreams, you know, heavy where I want to be in the future. You know, Pisces can be a futuristic, long-term thinking sign because it's the last of the zodiac. So people can be feeling real, like, deep thinking to like years and years on advances. Like, why am I like this in Pisces season? You know, that's just the Pisces wisdom and oldness. And like I said, it's a mutable sign, so you can go high up into the positives and be like, if I do this for a long time, blah blah blah, I'll be here. But you can end up on the low vibe of Pisces. Like, if I do, what if I fail, I can be behind for years, you know. But you want to be grounded, because the 6 planets we have are Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars, North Node, and Poseidus. Poseidus, forgive me. Palus, forgive me. You know what I'm saying? But we got all these planets in Pisces right now. So like I say, especially with Mercury retrograde there too, a lot of people can still be thinking about past issues, past people, and things like that. And Pisces itself naturally is a reminiscent sign. You know, water signs are naturally like that. So, you know, you just want to make sure that you do replay what you need to replay in your mind before Aries season get here. Take stock of what all these planets in Pisces and the water signs in the past, and shape that future. You know, use the water sign and create a crystal clear image, you know, and then gaze out for the rest of the year. And then by the time Cancer gets here, you can trine it, you know. And you can use trine energy now through your family with Jupiter and Cancer trining all this Pisces energy. Trining meaning Jupiter and Cancer can help out water signs right now. So with that being said, you might want to go talk about these topics about what you want to do for next year with family, close friends, and they might give you the right answer. They might invest in you. They might give you the right energy spiritually to keep you going right now. So don't be offish based on what social media trends are right now. Tapping in with an astrologer like me, I'm telling you, you run it by them, you'll be surprised. Close family, friends, mentors, whoever you call close to you, you call in your 4th house naturally, you know. But Jupiter and Cancer is that nurturing energy. Your nurturers, your people who got you, you know. They'll show you what to do this last couple of days of Pisces season with the new moon. So before I get out here, remember, move with faith. Pisces season, new moon. Tell yourself to move with faith and not fear, you know. You want to try to do that before you get to Aries, when it's not going to be contemplating as much. It's not going to be nostalgia as much when the Aries get here. It's fight, let's go. Employers might be a little aggressive. Drivers might be a little aggressive. The world may be a little aggressive because it's the first fire of the year. A lot of people are ready to get out and get it and hustle and show their worth, and you know, highly competitive when Aries get here. So Pisces, you gotta rest. You know, you got a couple days of that. You want to brainstorm. You know, use your intuition wisely. Ask God, tap in with God, and be like, God, what do I need to do? Show me the path, show me the way, give me little clues. You know, as a Pisces, you guys know this more than what you realize, but you have to use discernment, use faith and not fear, basically. Speak in faith and not fear, okay? So with that said, not gonna take too long. This is the new moon in Pisces. Tap in with me if anybody wants astrology work, birth charts, or personal astrology work. We got over 6 planets in Pisces right now. That's a whole lot, you know. What's new in your life? Ask yourself that question. What's new? New emotions? Or what do you want new in your life, right? Plant seeds of faith, you know. Say what you want to say. Speak what you want to say. Write it down. That is manifestation, but you have to have works behind it, you know. So, you know, new moon in Pisces. I'll be back on another video, but enjoy this new moon. You know, watch your emotions too. It can be highly emotional. Instead of using your emotions, use your intuition and be like, I should already know how to handle certain situations. But that's deep intuition talk. But, you know, for the most part, a lot of Pisces energy. Balance yourself. We got a new moon coming tomorrow morning. So pay attention to the energies. Tap in with my video. I'll see you guys soon.